Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So USC's offense is on the field for the first time today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Trojans will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Penn State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this window.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Thanks to conference realignment, we have more of these fun, fresh matchups like Penn State USC, locking horns more often now than ever. I think SC is going to be looking for a little revenge as they were victims to the Tyler Warren show that took place last year.
I'm about to say, they're going to cover the tight end, hopefully. He had 17 catches in that ball game, and he was the only one really on offense that kept moving the ball down the field. Look forward to seeing a new matchup with Jim Knowles now as the defensive coordinator for Penn State. This will be a great matchup.
I think USC's defense was caught off guard by all the creativity and the different formations and shifts and the places that Tyler Warren was lining up. They've had that film to watch to get ready for this game, so I expect USC's defense to be locked and loaded and ready to play a lot better than they did last year.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Aller. With the catch, it's Saunders. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know, with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he's going to put up Heisman numbers.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking down the middle. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. To the air, it's Mayava. Hauls it in. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking for room. It's Sanders. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Jacksonville State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
There he goes. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very...
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Pulls it in. It's Sanders. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Surging forward on the sneak. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Back to throw, it's Aller. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads it left. Hauls it in the first down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. And the quick shuffle pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
The corner route is a very difficult route to cover. It's difficult because the receiver pushes up the field, so it looks like a deep route and then breaks really quickly to the sideline.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And those sting for this team. I'll tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. Oh, he got loose. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Allard. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Drew Allard feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allard still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs are back, like this offense could really take that next step.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Scanning the field, it's Aller. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets it.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Lost to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. At the 35, he's got room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. This dude is wreaking havoc, flying around on defense, spoiling game plans, and upholding the great legacy of Penn State linebackers.
There's just not very many teams in the country that when you say linebackers, you think of Micah Parsons and Navarro Bowman and LeVar Arrington. I mean, the list goes on and on. They just find guys like this that are special, that can do special things.
And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Throws for the tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Oh, what a missed opportunity for this defense. They desperately needed to make a play, and they just can't do it.
Reese, that's the kind of night it's been. We can just watch that clip on replay to show how frustrating of a day it's been. You already got in a big hole. Everything's going the other direction. You have to make a play, and that kind of play happens.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Slams it ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's now 2nd and goal.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Gets it to him on the screen. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. To the air, it's Allard. Here's the pressure. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Lemon. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism. but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
To the air on first down. The short hands. It's Lemon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He hurls one deep down the left side. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give is to Smith. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the pass.
Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Buffalo was able to cap off a close one inside UB Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finish finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the Sunday. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love